We are looking at a deep contradiction. On one side, the ancient spiritual practice of detachment. On the other, the hyper-modern complexity of generative AI. Sri Bagavath teaches that simply understanding the mechanics of your own mind is the only requirement for liberation from life's problems. His entire body of work, decades of philosophy and recordings, has been processed into a network of custom AI models. The ecosystem operates on a specific formula: wisdom plus AI. To power this, they have indexed over 100,000 specific question and answer pairs into a searchable generative database. This is an interactive spiritual engine rather than a passive archive. It is designed for real-time engagement, but that introduces a new layer of technical friction. Looking at this directory document, you can see the scale of the system with 49 distinct links. The tools span from basic YouTube playlists all the way to advanced custom-built tools like NotebookLM databases and instances of Grok. Navigating this massive spiritual tech stack creates severe information overload. The moment you open the file, you are hit with choice paralysis. It is a heavy irony. A system designed to provide ultimate mental peace currently requires high-friction digital literacy just to figure out where to begin. To make this usable, we have to decode the directory. We need to separate the tools meant for passive consumption from the ones requiring active AI generation, and match you with your exact required tech tier. We start with Tier 1, the passive seeker. This pathway is for users who want traditional spiritual growth without engaging with complex AI. In this section of the document, you'll find the specific resources assigned to this tier: standard YouTube playlists and raw Google Drive audio folders. These links host specific traditional practices, including the volcano meditation and the nectar meditation. The primary benefit of this tier is a foundational, linear understanding of the core teachings. There is absolutely zero technical learning curve. The trade-off is efficiency. Because this method lacks personalization, you have to manually scrub through hours of audio to find answers to specific life crises. Tier 1 is highly effective for building a baseline of peace, but it is highly inefficient for real-time problem solving. Next is Tier 2, the active inquirer. This is designed for users comfortable with technology, who need rapid, tailored answers to specific dilemmas. Here in the notebooks category, the primary tools are custom Gemini models, ChatGPT, and specifically this massive NotebookLM database. Instead of reading linearly, you type highly personal questions into the prompt. The AI synthesizes decades of the guru's teachings to generate a direct, custom answer. The friction points here are significant. You must create OpenAI or Google accounts, articulate your nuanced emotional issues to a machine, and trust the algorithm's accuracy. It requires a real philosophical shift. You are trusting an AI model to interpret spiritual doctrine, rather than receiving it directly from a human mentor. By transforming spiritual study into an interactive query system, Tier 2 offers unmatched speed and relevance, provided you trust the technology stack. The final and most complex segment is Tier 3, the mission builder. This is aimed strictly at digital disciples and creators. The core tool of this tier is a master prompt system intended for a 30-day spiritual growth and mission-building program. This master prompt generates actionable outputs: daily content strategies, YouTube script frameworks, and WhatsApp community engagement plans. The intended outcome is the rapid, automated scaling of a digital spiritual community and ethical monetization through courses and retreats. The trade-off is steep. Deploying this framework requires mastering over 50 different AI tools and demands relentless consistency. Tier 3 is a powerful business blueprint, but you must recognize that it shifts your focus entirely from internal meditation to external digital marketing. Overlaying generative AI onto spiritual texts is incredibly powerful, but only if you strictly respect your own technical boundaries. To solve choice paralysis, use a goal-based map. Tech-averse? Ignore AI. Use the 30 Days Inner Liberation doc and YouTube. Facing an urgent dilemma? Go straight to the 100,000 Q&A notebook LM. Digital strategists? Deploy the ChatGPT master prompt, recognizing it as work. To achieve the liberation these teachings promise, you must choose your specific lane. Click the corresponding link and actively ignore the rest of the noise.